Just passing the Ashby now, the entrance. So I'm now officially on cut I've not been on before. There's the entrance to the Ashby. Wow, excitement. Hey, crack open a bottle, eh? Oh, I've been planning this for so long. And now I'm here doing it. It's absolutely wonderful. Hi, and thanks for joining me. Using my Nicholson's Waterways Guide number 3, I'm going to explain the extent of today's episode. In the last episode, I had just passed Marston Junction, which is the junction for the Ashby Canal. I'm now on New Cut. This is canal I've never been on before, so it's quite exciting. I carry on. I pass through Nuneaton. Having come through Nuneaton, I carry on this way. I pass Springwood Haven Marina, and shortly after I moor up just beyond Bridge 28. I must now take notes about mooring again. I mustn't forget that. So I can see there's some mooring space just along here. I can't say it looks or feels any different to any other canal. But at least I will be seeing things I've not seen before. This is actually quite pleasant, I have to say. In my head, I'm rethinking my plans for the next couple of days. I won't go into details now, but when I stop, I'll let you know what I'm thinking about. It's all to do with the layover day, whether to or not, bearing in mind the upcoming weather, both hot and wet. Just coming under Bridge 17, which is askew to the canal. Fortunately, no boat was coming the other way. It is hotting up again now. I wonder what's going on here behind that here mound. Some sort of redevelopment, I would imagine. The bridge I'm coming up to now is called Turnover Bridge. The turnover bridge is normally where the horse can keep towing the boat and change sides, but along here the actual towpath doesn't change position and it looks nothing like a turnover bridge. Very shallow down in this corner here. I'm now on the outskirts of Nuneaton. I'm just coming up to another winding hole, which I can see looks quite a wide one again. I really don't know what to expect going through Nuneaton. On the map it's shown as built up on both sides of the canal, but I'm soon to find out. I'm now beginning to see housing on my left initially. There's a lovely weeping willow ahead. I'm still on the outskirts, but so far it's all very pleasant indeed. I've got houses on my right side now. Just passing some allotments. Lots of man sheds. And you women like gardening as well. Hello.
Usual front end there.
Have I?
It's got something hanging off it, I think.
Oh. I've just been told I've got an unusual front end and there's something hanging off it. Not really sure what to make of that, to be honest with you. Because I haven't nudged up against anything, or... It's strange. It's got me worried now, and I'm sure there's nothing to worry about. I might just stop under this bridge and have a look. Excuse me, can you tell me if there's anything wrong with the front of my boat? Anything wrong? Another boater said it looked funny at the front, but I don't know what he meant. He said there was something hanging off. Thank you. This is what I've been pushing along. It's like a roofing section from a Wendy house. Hopefully I'll clear that now. I'll just carry on and it will pass to my right. Well, I've passed it by now. I didn't fancy stretching in to pull it out. Perhaps I should have done, I don't know, but it's always difficult. It looked as though it was probably made of thick, heavy plastic, so it could have had some weight to it. If there's water inside the roofing section, it would be very heavy, so I have to keep safe. That's my priority, looking after myself, and I don't think stretching in to pick that out would be a good idea. Small detached houses here with lovely gardens at the bottom. I say gardens, they're patios right by the canal side. I'm coming up to a railway bridge. It almost looks disused. But on the map book it looks as though the railway does run across it. Just needs a lick of paint, I think, because it's rusting quite badly. The boat coming towards me again. It's very pleasant here, isn't it? Hello. The bridge looks disused from this side. Starline boats. It actually says boot wharf as opposed to boat. Yes, it is called Boot Wharf. That's the name of it. Boot Wharf Boat Hire. Looks a busy spot, doesn't it? They do like their allotments through here, don't they? I don't think I've ever seen so many canal side. Vast areas of allotment. There's a row of semi-detached houses along here with gardens about 60 to 80 feet long, coming right down to the water's edge. It seems a very pleasant spot, I have to say. All the gardens are different, obviously, but the general ambience is quite nice, particularly seeing it from canal side. Some nice patio furniture just here coming up. Some neatly manicured gardens as well. As we go along, they seem to be getting a little bit posher. Very nice indeed, very nice. I think if I had small children, I'd be rather worried about the edges of some of these gardens because there's no fencing. I can only presume that where there are small children, people have taken appropriate steps to make sure that they are safe and there is a fence. This is what I call a winding hole on the left here. A small boat could do donuts. See some shops at last. I'm not actually desperate for any supplies at the moment. Three-storey flats either side of the canal. Some on this side as well. This side of town is actually very pleasant. Very pleasant. There's a big green space up here on my left. I don't know if it's a playing field or just a private field. It's been kept well mowed. It is a playing field as I thought. There are children's play activities right at the back. The fenced off compound is the way these days. Going under Bridge 22A, another railway bridge. Are you mooring up?
It's stuck in the propeller.
Oh, this boat has got something caught in its propeller. I think it lost motion and it couldn't steer or anything. Oh, crikey.
I think that's it.
Yeah,
pair of overalls or something.
Just at the wrong time, that was.
Yeah. Did you just lose all propulsion?
It just as I was reversing, it just went bump in the engine. I felt it drop power.
Yeah, I've had that with vegetation.
Yeah, it's
a limbo.
It's chopped it in two though. There's the one part of it, the other part of it's over here somewhere. Yeah. Sorry about that. Anyway.
No, it's okay. Not your fault.
Watch, here you go. All right.
Yeah, all the best.
Have a good one.
He had a sudden blockage of his propeller. Not quite clear what it was, but it was definitely some form of cloth, maybe trousers or something like that. He did hold it up. I'm not sure if the camera caught it or not. Have a closer look later. Right, back underway. Some good mooring along here also. This one definitely is a disused railway bridge. This is another bridge. I'm not clear if it's a railway bridge. It may have been for a tramway or something like that. It's looking more and more like a railway bridge. Quite an old historic structure. I like seeing things like that. Really interests me. Just passing some moored boats. Coming up to 1 o'clock. When did I start? I think I started before 9 o'clock. I started at 9:15, so I've been going 4¼ hours already. Everything is sounding a bit different with regards to the engine running. It won't be long now before I'm all up for the day. So I think I'll just carry on for now and take a closer look a bit later. Just passing Springwood Haven services. Actually looks like a small marina. Got a few boats here. Looks a very pleasant spot actually. As though it might have been taken over by ABC, I'm not really sure, but there is a promotion for ABC. Hello. Oops. Accidentally hit the forward lever and sped the boat up. Hello. Nice through there, isn't it? Yeah, it's lovely. Well, it won't be long now and I'll be mooring up. I've just lifted the deck board very carefully whilst I was cruising and looked down, and everything is fine under there. I think it's imagination sometimes, the sounds that the engine makes and the fact you think it's different. But I'll be mooring along here somewhere. I can see good mooring ahead of me. I don't like to go too far in case the arm code runs out or something like that. Lots of these floaters in the air. They're a nuisance, aren't they? They get everywhere. I think I might dive in between these two boats because there are no trees overhanging or anything like that. I'm going to stop here. I might just walk up around the corner and see what's there. I'll switch the engine off for now. I'll catch up with you in a moment. I'm just walking up to the corner to see if there's any better mooring. I was meant to be closer to an old railway bridge, but I didn't want to go too far in case I got caught out. That's always my worry, getting caught out. Well, I can see the bridge. It wasn't far around the corner at all. And there's quite a few boats moored along here. So I think I've probably made the right decision. A few boat lengths won't really make a lot of difference, so I'll stay where I am, I think. Lovely wooded area here. Cup of tea, that is so refreshing. When I'm cruising, I'm thinking in my head what I'm going to talk about when I stop. And I think a couple of things spring to mind. One was the incident when I was pushing something along in the water, and the other is my cruising intentions for the next couple of days. I'll deal with my cruising intentions because this is constantly in my mind as to whether to cruise or lay over. It's Thursday today, tomorrow is Friday. When I looked at the weather this morning for tomorrow, it was going to reach 29 degrees. It's now looking as though it's going to reach 30 degrees. On Saturday, rain is expected, but that seems to be getting slightly better all the time. Go away. That seems to be getting slightly better all the time. So the rain is less likely, and it's in the latter half of the afternoon, from sort of midday, not midday, but from 1 o'clock onwards. And I've been thinking about having a layover day just to rest and catch up with things. So I think tomorrow will definitely be my layover day. I am about 2.5 miles from Atherstone. There's a flight of 11 locks there. The first 5 or 6 are very closely spaced and the remainder are spread out a little bit, but you do all 11 in one hit. And I don't really want to be doing those locks when it's hot like this. So I think the plan will be to get up early on Saturday when hopefully it will be a bit cooler, and make my way through the locks. I understand there's some good mooring just beyond the locks, so once I'm through the locks I'll be able to moor up for the day. So that is the plan. With regards to this incident where I was pushing something along in front of the boat, I didn't have a clue, I couldn't see anything. A boat came towards me, as you saw, and he made a comment about the front of my boat looks interesting. I then asked the cyclist who was coming by, but he didn't say anything, he wasn't aware of anything. And eventually I got to a position where I was going under Bridge 19, I think it was, and I could see it was a good place to stop the boat. There was no one ahead of me, there was no boats behind me, and I thought here I'd be able to pull into the space under the bridge and have a quick look. As I did that, there was another chap on a bicycle, and I asked him, and he said yes, there was something there. I got off the boat and went to have a look, and what I think it was half of a Wendy house roof. A Wendy house is a child's playhouse, and you can buy them made of thick plastic, and the plastic is moulded in such a way that it's like double skinned with a hollow in between, and it looked to me like a section of the roof, one side of the roof, and that could actually be very heavy. Had I thought it was light, I might have had a go at pulling it out of the water. But filled with water, I thought, no, I'm not going to risk, stretching into the water to pluck that out, and that's why I left it there. I have been on a Canal and River Trust workboat doing offside veg cutting when we've pulled things out of the water, and even at water level, if something is heavy, it can be hard to get it over the side of the boat, so I have to think about my safety first. I am the one that's important, and that's why I left it there, just in case anyone thinks I should have fished it out. Coming through Nuneaton, there was quite a lot of detritus in the water, including a traffic cone, plastic parts of cars, bottles, furniture. There was some sort of cane or bamboo furniture that I passed and showed you. So it's not particularly clean. Then of course there was the incident with that other boat that got some form of clothing wrapped around his prop. So yep, the water isn't very clean and you do have to be very careful. So that's why I don't go around fishing things out of the water. I don't think it's safe necessarily to do so. There's a boat just coming past me now, looking very colourful. Just swing you around a bit so you can see it. Hello, how are you?
I'm exhausted.
Yeah, so am I. That's why I've stopped for the day.
Yeah, well,
Tomorrow it's going to be 30 degrees.
I know.
Yeah, so
I
I'm
need
laying
shade.
over.
I need shade.
I'm laying over, yeah.
Take care, mate.
Yeah, all the best. Cheers. There we go, another boater looking for shade. I'm not in shade, fortunately. I need the sunshine for my solar panels. But anyway, I'm going to say bye for now. And I'll catch up with you sometime. As usual, I'm not sure when that will be. Many thanks for watching. Until next time, look after yourselves, your friends and families. Take the utmost care. Bye for now.